Welcome back to the channel. If you caught Monday Night Football, you saw the Vikings pull off a jaw-dropping comeback, edging the Bears 27-24 in the final moments. This wasn't just another divisional game, it was a roller coaster of rookie nerves, veteran grit, and a fourth quarter that flipped the script. The Vikings looked dead in the water, but everything changed in the last 15 minutes. We're breaking down the 5 biggest takeaways from this instant classic, from J.J. McCarthy's wild turnaround to the Bears' late-game collapse. What were the key moments? Who stepped up? And what does this mean for both teams moving forward? Let's dive into the performances, strategies, and game-changing plays that defined this thriller. Grab your snacks. Let's get into it. For the first 3 quarters, J.J. McCarthy looked like a rookie still finding his way in the NFL. He missed open receivers, his timing was off, and the Bears' defense seemed to have his number at every turn. The pressure was relentless. Chicago's pass rush forced hurried throws, and McCarthy's body language on the sideline told the story of a young quarterback struggling to adjust. Every mistake seemed to weigh on him, and the frustration was visible as he sat on the bench, head down, replaying missed opportunities in his mind. The Vikings' offense sputtered, and fans began to wonder if the moment was too big for their new signal caller. But as the fourth quarter began, something shifted. The energy on the sideline changed, and you could sense a new determination in McCarthy's eyes. The scoreboard showed the Vikings trailing, but the team huddled together, rallying around their quarterback. It was now or never, and McCarthy knew it. The hesitation that plagued him earlier vanished. McCarthy started firing the ball with confidence, stepping into his throws and trusting his reads. Each snap, he looked more in command, scanning the field and delivering strikes to his receivers. The offense began to click, and the crowd could feel the momentum building. Credit goes to head coach Kevin O'Connell and the entire coaching staff. They didn't waver in their belief in McCarthy, even when things looked bleak. Instead, they adjusted the game plan, calling quick passes, moving the pocket, and giving McCarthy the chance to settle in. O'Connell was seen on the sideline, calmly talking McCarthy through each series, offering encouragement and guidance. The trust between coach and quarterback was evident, and it paid off. The first touchdown drive of the fourth quarter was a turning point. McCarthy orchestrated a series of crisp, efficient plays, short passes, quick decisions, and smart checks at the line. The offense moved down the field with purpose, and when they reached the end zone, the celebration was about more than just points. It was a statement. McCarthy was in control, and the team believed in him. On the game-tying drive, McCarthy faced the kind of pressure that defines careers. The Bears' defense brought the heat, but McCarthy stood tall, delivering pinpoint throws to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison on crucial third downs. Each completion was a testament to his poise and growth, and the offense fed off his energy. The stadium erupted as the Vikings tied the game, and McCarthy's confidence soared. By the end of the night, McCarthy had racked up 285 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, most of it coming in that electric final quarter. He set a new franchise record for passing yards in a single period, etching his name into Vikings history. The numbers were impressive, but the way he achieved them was even more remarkable. What truly stood out wasn't just the stat line, it was McCarthy's leadership and composure under fire. He rallied his teammates, kept everyone focused, and never let the moment get too big. His voice could be heard above the noise, encouraging the offense and demanding their best. In those tense moments, he became the heartbeat of the team. McCarthy's performance elevated everyone around him. The offensive line blocked with renewed intensity, receivers fought for extra yards, and the entire sideline fed off his energy. It was a true team effort, sparked by the belief that their quarterback could lead them to victory. The final drive to set up the game-winning field goal was a masterclass in clock management and decision-making. McCarthy executed the 2-minute drill with precision, making smart throws, getting out of bounds when needed, and never showing a hint of panic. Every play was calculated, every second mattered, and McCarthy handled it all like a seasoned veteran. This is exactly why the Vikings drafted J.J. McCarthy. They saw a quarterback with resilience, talent, and the rare ability to rise to the occasion when the stakes are highest. From his college days to his first big NFL moment, McCarthy has always been a winner, and tonight he proved it on the biggest stage yet. As he walked off the field, head held high and fist raised in triumph, it was clear. McCarthy isn't just the future of the Vikings, he's ready to lead right now. The fans in the stands, holding signs and chanting his name, knew they'd witnessed something special. Minnesota fans, you've got your guy. With J.J. McCarthy at the helm, the future is brighter than ever, and the journey is just beginning. For 3 quarters, the Bears looked unstoppable. Caleb Williams was sharp, the defense was relentless, and the energy was sky-high. But as the fourth quarter began, cracks appeared. The offense stalled, the defense tired, and the play calling turned conservative. The Bears went from aggressive to passive, allowing the Vikings to seize momentum. 3-and-outs piled up, and the defense, exhausted, couldn't keep up with Minnesota's late surge. Missed tackles, a vanishing pass rush, and a lack of urgency doomed Chicago's chances. Instead of closing out the game, the Bears let the Vikings back in. The final offensive possession summed it up, uninspired, flat, and a complete surrender after dominating for so long. This collapse falls on everyone, players and coaches alike. In the NFL, it's not about how you start, but how you finish. The Bears learned that the hard way, a brutal lesson and one that will haunt them for weeks. Can they bounce back? Only time will tell. Entering the season, one of the biggest questions facing the Minnesota Vikings was whether they could truly support their rookie quarterback with a consistent, dynamic running game. For years, the Vikings have been known for their aerial attack, but with a young signal caller under center, the pressure was on to establish a ground game that could take some of the weight off his shoulders and keep defenses honest. On Monday night, Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason delivered an emphatic answer. Their performance wasn't just good. It was a statement to the rest of the league that Minnesota's backfield is a force to be reckoned with. Aaron Jones brought his trademark vision and explosiveness to the field, slicing through defenders with quick cuts and breakaway speed. Every time he touched the ball, he looked like a threat to take it the distance, keeping the defense on its heels. Meanwhile, Jordan Mason complemented Jones perfectly, delivering a bruising physical running style. He lowered his shoulder, powered through arm tackles, and wore down the Bears' defense with every punishing carry, especially as the game wore on. Early in the game, when the passing attack struggled to find its rhythm, it was the ground game that kept Minnesota's offense moving. The running backs picked up tough yards, converted key third downs, and helped the Vikings control the tempo. Jones was especially effective at turning what looked like minimal gains into big plays, using his patience and burst to find daylight where there seemed to be none. His ability to create something out of nothing gave the offense a much-needed spark. He also proved to be a reliable check-down option for the rookie quarterback, catching passes in the flat and turning them into positive yardage, which helped keep the chains moving and took pressure off the passing game. As the game progressed, Mason's relentless running style began to take its toll. He broke multiple tackles, dragged defenders for extra yards, and brought a physical edge that energized the entire team and the home crowd. By the end of the night, the duo had combined for over 150 yards from scrimmage, a testament to their effectiveness and the offensive line's improved run blocking. Their production was a key factor in the Vikings' ability to sustain drives and put points on the board. With both backs contributing in different ways, the Vikings' offense became balanced and unpredictable. Defenses could no longer key in on just the pass or the run, making it much harder to game plan against Minnesota. This two-headed monster in the backfield forces opposing defenses to respect the run on every snap, often drawing extra defenders into the box and opening up opportunities elsewhere on the field. As a result, play-action passes became more effective, giving McCarthy cleaner looks downfield and more time to operate. The threat of the run made life significantly easier for the rookie quarterback, allowing him to settle in and make better decisions. The Vikings are no longer just a pass-happy team. With this newfound balance, they can control the clock, grind out tough first downs, and punish defenses on the ground, especially late in games when it matters most. The rest of the NFC North has officially been put on notice. Minnesota's backfield is not just good, it's a legitimate weapon that can change the outcome of any game. With this kind of balance and versatility, the Vikings' ceiling for the rest of the season is higher than it's been in years. If Jones and Mason keep running like this, Minnesota could be a real contender. The Bears' new-look offensive line started strong, dominating for 3 quarters. They showcased their potential, creating clean pockets and opening up running lanes. The first 3 quarters were a testament to their off-season work and the new additions to the line. Caleb Williams had ample time to survey the field and make plays, looking every bit the star quarterback the Bears hoped for. His jersey stayed clean, and he was able to connect with his receivers downfield. But in the fourth, it all unraveled. The offensive line that had been so solid began to falter under the pressure. The cohesion and strength they displayed earlier seemed to vanish. The pocket collapsed, running lanes disappeared, and the once dominant line looked lost. The defensive line of the Vikings found ways to exploit weaknesses, breaking through with ease. The unit looked overwhelmed, unable to adjust to the Vikings' defensive schemes. Frustration was evident on the faces of the linemen who had started the game with such promise. The Vikings' defense, led by Brian Flores, made key adjustments that turned the tide. Flores' strategic changes were a masterclass in defensive coaching. They started winning battles up front, overpowering the Bears' offensive line. The once sturdy wall protecting Williams crumbled under the relentless assault. Williams went from poised to pressured, his confidence visibly shaken. He was hurried on nearly every drop back, forced to make quick decisions under duress, forced to scramble just to survive. Williams's playmaking ability was stifled. The offensive line's inability to protect him turned the game on its head. Protecting a lead is as important as building one, and the Bears' line couldn't hold up when it mattered most. The slim lead they had built was in jeopardy. The Bears' line couldn't hold up when it mattered, giving up crucial sacks and failing to open up running lanes. The Vikings' defense capitalized on every mistake. Their late-game collapse is a major red flag for a group that was supposed to be a strength. The frustration on the sidelines was palpable as the team grappled with the sudden shift in momentum. Was the early dominance a fluke, or is this just growing pains? The inconsistency raises questions about the line's ability to perform under pressure. Or is this just growing pains? The young linemen will need to learn quickly if they are to become the reliable unit the Bears need. Either way, they need to find answers fast. The coaching staff will have to work overtime to address the issues and instill confidence in their players. The success of the Bears season depends on this unit's ability to finish games. They have shown they can start strong, but finishing strong is what counts. They have the talent. Now they need the stamina and mental toughness to play a full 60 minutes. The physical and mental demands of the game require a complete effort from start to finish. Monday night was a harsh wake-up call. The Bears' offensive line must regroup and refocus if they hope to compete at a high level this season. Brian Flores showed why he's one of the NFL's best defensive minds. After a rough start, he made brilliant in-game adjustments that completely flipped the script. In the fourth quarter, Flores unleashed creative blitzes and disguised coverages, confusing Caleb Williams and overwhelming the Bears' young offensive line. The Vikings' defense went from passive to ferocious, forcing quick 3-and-outs and shifting momentum. Key players like Jonathan Greenard and Andrew Van Ginkel came alive, feeding off Flores' aggressive play calling. Flores trusted his corners, got creative with his front seven, and put his players in position to succeed. The Bears managed just 3 points in the second half, a testament to Flores' impact. This was a statement game for Minnesota's defense and a reminder of how valuable elite coaching is. The Vikings' comeback started on defense, orchestrated by their coordinator. Flores is a game-changer and Minnesota's secret weapon. What a night! An epic Vikings comeback, filled with unforgettable moments, a star born in J.J. McCarthy, who played with incredible confidence, and a defense that slammed the door shut on their rivals. Minnesota's balanced attack and Flores' smart adjustments showed this team's true potential. For the Bears, it's a tough lesson in finishing games and handling late-game pressure. What impressed you most? McCarthy's poise or the Bears' dramatic collapse? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. For more NFL deep dives, hit subscribe and turn on notifications now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.